Okay, let's look at the month of August 2021 for Bitcoin. It's a very difficult month to predict. There's things all over the place. It's giving me a headache. So I'll try to go fast on this one, even though I have to look at a few details. So the first, I thought it would be a good day, but it happened not to be, even though it's at the very peak of that bull rise. So, but it's a bad day. So I was wrong on the first. I don't like to look at days like that because I always get them wrong. I prefer to look at trends, and I think I'm going to focus on that because it's probably better. So, okay, there's so many different things happening. So in July, what happened at the end of the month, the L3 period in zodiacal release was in Pisces, and in the natal chart, it's in Bitcoin's natal chart, Pisces, Venus is in the sign of Pisces at 0 degrees something. So, and Venus was activated, and Venus had beautiful transits with Jupiter, and anyway, beautiful time. Now Venus still has a beautiful transit today. It was the last beautiful transit for Venus this month. Well, even though there's going to be others, but not as beautiful, I think. We'll see. So the last one was today. It was a trine between Venus and the Sun, located in Capricorn in Bitcoin's chart. So it could have been a very good rise, but because of this Sun conjunct the South Node, it just balanced out, and it's preventing basically Bitcoin to go down even further. So that's a good thing. Now, I think it's gonna go up until late at night, or at least preventing a dip between late at night, and then on the 3rd, I don't see it going up, even though the moon will be quite okay, but Mercury is creating an aspect with the Sun, which is not a good aspect. And because Mercury is highlighted until the 5th, anyway, I'm not going to get into details, it's too complicated. So I don't see it going up from the 3rd to the 7th. Then on the 7th, I see a good day here because the moon creating a good aspect with the moon, so the moon natal. So it's a trine. Is it a trine? Wait, yes, it's a trine between the transit moon and the natal moon from Bitcoin, which is highlighted. So it should be a good day because it happens at the same time as Mars creating another trine with natal Mars. So I believe it's going to be a very good day on the 7th. Now, the other aspects all around that time, a little bit before and a little bit after, are really not good aspects, really negative aspects. So I hope it doesn't get sandwiched too much between these difficult aspects, because usually a trend happens when several positive aspects happen in a row. It's not the case on the 7th, so, but I believe it's going to be a good day. Now, on the 8th will be the new moon, so it's typically the last day of the rise, which I don't see a rise except on the 7th. So then we'll see. Okay. So the 9th. Okay, so Venus will conjunct Saturn, Bitcoin Saturn, and I do not believe it's gonna do anything but create another dip. Plus, on the 10th, well, if it doesn't create a dip, it could be creating a rise as well. So I don't know on the 9th. But it's a pretty strong energy, so I think it's gonna go either way. Now the 10th, there's something really strong happening in secondary progression, so it's a different technique. The moon will be squaring Mars in secondary progression on the 10th, on August 10th, and I do not think it's going to be a good aspect for Bitcoin, even though the moon is in Virgo, and typically the moon in Virgo is creating a rise, but I really I don't think it's going to create a rise that time around. It may balance the secondary moon progression squaring Mars, but it may not, so I don't know. We'll see which one is stronger on the 10th. All that is technical things anyway. So I don't think the 10th is going to be good. Now, or in between the 9th and the 10th, or something like that. Now, on the 11th, the sun is in good aspects with the 10th house, which is a very good thing typically. Only there will be the second conjunction of the transit of Saturn onto the North Node from Bitcoin's chart. And that's the second time. The first time it happened this year was right before the crash. And there was Neptune creating that crash as well, at the same time as Saturn conjunct the North Node. So I'm hopeful for the future, because typically when Saturn crosses the North Node, it will somehow make the energy stronger after the conjunction. But right now we are in the conjunction. I mean, right now, no, on the 11th it will happen. And Saturn is very slow, so when it crosses anything, it really it really impacts it pretty strongly. So I believe it's not a good thing. Now, it may do the exact opposite. I don't know. I feel it's not good. Then, okay, so the 12th doesn't look good either, except the 12th may actually be a good day. So I would say the 12th is a good day. Now, the 13th, I have no clue. The moon is pretty good, but the rest isn't. Like, there's pink. Pink is usually in conjuncts or quincunx, and quincunx are less strong than squares, but still, they're there. So, I don't know. I would say maybe an okay day, the 13th. I said I wouldn't look at the days. Okay, so basically, all right, let's go back. So from the 4th, from the 4th or the 5th to the 7th, it's a dip. Then the 7th is a good day. Then I'm not sure, the 8th doesn't look good. Then I would say from the 8th to the 10th, 11th, till the 11th is gonna dip. And then I'd say the 12th is a good day. Yeah. And then the 13th, not really. I mean, maybe, because the moon is okay. Okay, now, I don't know about that. The 14th, I don't know. The 15th, no, maybe, no. What is Mercury doing here? Yeah, on the 14th, Mercury will aspect Mars, which does look good. So maybe on the 15th, I don't know, because the Sun is creating an opposition with Neptune, so I don't know. Doesn't look great. The 16th doesn't looks better. 16th looks better. Now the 17th. The 16th looks actually good, but it's right between the new moon and the full moon, so it's typically going down. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the 16th looks good. Anyway, and then the 17th, well, whatever. Well, I'm gonna say that from the 17th to, oh my god, it's so difficult here. I don't know, because the 18th looks good too. 18th looks good too. The 19th looks good too. Only at the end of the day, it doesn't look good anymore because of the moon in Bitcoin's chart at 4 degrees of Aries will oppose Venus transit, so I don't think it's going to be a good thing, even though the moon transit is so beautiful. It's a shame. Everything is counter opposing. All the good transits are opposing the bad transits, so it may just go sideways. I don't know. Very confusing month. The 20th looks good, but Venus doesn't look good. Forget it. Venus doesn't look good at all here on the 20th, and on the 20th and the 21st. Well, on the 20th Venus looks awful, even though Mars looks beautiful and the moon looks beautiful. So which one is going to take over, I do not know. Saturn on the 20th will go back into the 6th house because it's in retrograde right now. Oh, and on the 20th, Uranus is going to go retrograde, which is the last planet of the slow planets that was still direct is going retrograde. So it may, I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know. since Venus is really awful, I don't know. Okay, let's say it's gonna be awful all the way, even though the moon is pretty good. So I don't know. Then the 21st, the moon is really beautiful. So maybe it's gonna be a good day on the 21st. I don't know. Then the 22nd, there's a new full moon. So it's typically the beginning of a new rise. So I'd say the new rise would become on the would begin on the 21st. After a dip. I don't know. But yeah, let's say that. And then the 22nd, okay, so 22nd is a full moon. Then the 23rd, okay, so, all right. So the 23rd doesn't look good because of Uranus, even though the moon is beautiful. So I would say it's a good day. But then what's going on is in secondary progression, Venus will sextile the Sun, and that is seriously bullish. And it will do that from the 23rd to the 28th. Now the real-time transits, they look good from the 23rd, 24th, and on the 25th, the moon will ingress into Aries, which is typically not as good as when the moon is in Pisces. So I would say, okay, because the 22nd looks really good, the moon looks really good. So I'm just gonna ignore the transit of Mercury with Uranus at 19 degrees on the 23rd, which is red. And I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna ignore it. And I'm gonna say from the 22nd to the 25th, there's definitely a rise. Okay, let's say that. Now, of course, on the 23rd, there's still red aspects, which is the Sun in aspect with, in opposition with Venus, and also, like I said, Mercury in opposition with Uranus, which are like very strong oppositions. But the moon is so beautiful that I'm thinking it should be, the 22nd should be okay. I don't know. Okay, let's say it's a good day. Let's say the 22nd is a good day. Anyway, it doesn't matter anyway. So, okay, so what's interesting here is the secondary progression from Venus to the Sun. There's a sextile right there, and it's going to last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And I believe there's going to be a rise during those 6 days. At least. Then there's another transit with Uranus, this time from Mars. And I don't know if it's gonna just spoil the rise or not. Maybe it will. The 28th looks good. It looks very good, the 28th. So, and the 29th, even though there's this red aspect, which is going to be in a position, what is it going to be? In a position, right? Yes, it's going to be in a position from Mars to Uranus. And Uranus is just so unpredictable. It could be good, it could be bad. It does whatever it wants. So I'd say there's a good rise between the 22nd and the 30th. And even maybe 31st, maybe. I don't know. I don't see anything happening. The moon is pretty okay. Oh no, well, the moon is in Gemini. And it's still Capricorn. Okay, so I don't know. Anyway, there's a good rise happening, I believe, between the 23rd and the 28th, at least. All right, that's it. That's all I have for August. All right, hopefully, I'm not too off. All right, bye.